Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. Well, it finally happened. I've been traumatized by the movie I just saw. A film so bad that my doctor tells me I may never speak again. What film brought me to such a speechless state? Well, let me tell you the story of a sauerkraut named Uwe Boll. He is being declared the new Ed Wood of the film world. A man who constantly keeps making horrible movie after horrible movie, and yet somehow keeps making money. He mostly makes video game films like House of the Dead and Blood Ring. His gimmick is that he exercises German tax loopholes that reward his investments into the film, even if they totally bomb. So if the movie loses money, the investor got a tax write-off. He's also well known for challenging his critics to a boxing match and beating the living man shit out of them. Class act. Because of his unfortunate popularity, many of my viewers have been requesting me to review one of his movies. I took a look at one of his more famous films, Alone in the Dark, and am now paying the consequences. I'd love to review the movie for you, but I do not want to sound like Stephen Hawking speaking, coach. So it looks like I'm going to pass on this one unless I can find someone to review.
Did someone say Uwe Boll? Man, I've wanted to take a shot at that cinematic Hitler for years.
How did you get in here?
I'm from the future.
What?
I'm just kidding, I broke in.
Well, not that I wouldn't want to watch the movie again with you, Spoony, but I fear a film this bad would take at least 3 reviewers, so unless you can find someone else...
Hi, guys!
Oh, Jesus, no.
I saw the nostalgia signal in the sky.
Why did I install that?
No one should have to watch Uwe Boll alone, especially with Spoony.
Hey, dude, check out what I can make the Nostalgia Critic say.
I like to wear women's clothing. I like to wear women's clothing. Well, I guess we have enough people to withstand the horrors of the Boll. So what do you say we watch Alone in the Dark with a group in the daylight?
Sounds great!
Totally looking forward to it.
Goody.
So we start off with an opening text scroll explaining the background of the story.
Mine workers discovered the first remnants of a long-lost Native American civilization, the Abkhani. The Abkhani believed there are 2 worlds on this planet, a world of light and a world of darkness.
The Abkhani were kind of stupid that way.
The Abkhani opened a gate between these worlds. The Abkhani mysteriously vanished from the earth.
They never think to look under the fridge.
Only a few artifacts remain, hidden in the world's
Good
most...
God, how long is
It's
this?
like Alone in the Dark, the audiobook.
Bureau 713 began collecting Abkhani artifacts. When the government...
Ah! How much text is in this movie?
This isn't a bill for health care. Let's get to the friggin' action already.
There, he conducted savage experiments on orphaned children.
Boring. This is so boring. This is so boring. Get to the show.
Survived as sleepers, lost souls awaiting the moment of their calling.
Wait, I missed something. Could you start it again?
No! Don't need to see any more of that. No! So I guess 22 years before that onslaught of rambling text, there was a sweet, innocent old nun who ran a lovely little orphanage where she sold her children to the most adorable science experiments.
Wait, what?
The children are my responsibility.
We've been through this before. These children have been specially selected. It's not about a few children. It's about the future of our species.
Wow, James Lipton has found a way to become even hammier.
So one of the kids escapes from the evil experiments and hides in the safest place he can think of, a high-voltage electricity box.
But it's okay. He's saved by a flash forward to the future.
Oh no, he grew up into Christian Slater.
Did you have a nightmare? My mommy says that there's nothing to be afraid of in the dark.
My mummy also says I should pick an accent before I act. This is Edward, our main character, who makes his living as a professional monologuer.
My name is Edward Carnby, and I'm here to protect you from the things you don't believe. You see, there's a world around you that you've trained yourself not to see. So maybe you're thinking I'm an asshole scaring that kid for no reason.
No, we think you're an asshole for a lot of other reasons.
When I was 10, I lost my memory. Gone. Erased. You don't have to believe me.
Why start now?
What do?
I'm a paranormal investigator. I hunt and track down the strange and unusual.
I think his performance in The Wizard is an upgrade compared to this.
The cab's been following us since we left the airport. You want me to lose him? Wouldn't mind.
Shit! Be careful! Jesse Ventura's been known to kill people!
So they have themselves a little car chase until the Ventura douche nails them in a corner. Slater tells the cab driver not to move.
So long, rare white cab driver guy!
You know, for protecting us from the things we don't believe in, he really sucks at it.
So rather than just attacking the guy, he climbs up a fence, walks over a bridge, and then attacks the guy. I guess he figured he could use the exercise. You know, you don't have to beat up the door, pal. You could have just as easily gone through the window you smashed through. And here he's crashing through another window. What is with this guy and his fear of doors? Did a door kill his family?
What is with the physically impossible Street Fighter move? Boom! Nobody can levitate a kick like that from off the ground.
Unless, of course, the man was...
Norris? So Slater tries to shoot the guy, but it turns out bullets are just like milk duds being thrown at him.
Yes, because it worked so well the first time.
So wait a minute, knocking him senseless does nothing, shooting him does nothing, but falling on a sharp pointy stick that just happens to be laying around on the ground is what kills him. That just makes no sense!
Unless, of course, that man was...
Chuck Norris!
Not even
Makes
him.
no sense.
So we get to a scientist named Aileen, played by Tara Reid. How do we know she's a scientist? Well, because she has glasses, of course. And as we all know, any woman who has glasses is either a scientist or an adventurous librarian. As if wearing glasses makes you look any smarter. I need glasses.
It's probably for the big Alcani show.
Upcani? What the hell's Upcani? It's an ancient Native American civilization.
Okay, yeah, don't you know, like, everyone knows about the Upcani tribe.
It was all over MTV News last week.
For sure.
So we see Slater trying to walk away from the plot when he has a sudden suspicion like he's being followed. And, he's not.
Huh. You know, from the way they were shooting, I could have sworn he was being followed.
Nope, he's just walking home with no conflicting obstacles whatsoever.
Huh. Kind of pointless, really.
Yeah.
So it turns out, a paranormal agent makes pretty good money, as he lives in what looks like a mix between a garage and a furniture showroom.
So he looks at his archaeological decoder ring to see if he can find any clues as to what it translates out to.
Son of a bitch.
We then cut to a ship in the middle of the sea where Professor Lionel Hudgens and Gordon Fisherman here make an incredible discovery. A box made out of 100% pure gold.
Whatever's inside must be worth a fortune. You have no idea.
But fast as you can say, hands off me booty, the sailors lock the professor in another room and try to steal the box away, opening it up and releasing a horrible creature.
Oh no, my acting is going Shatner.
For some reason, everyone decides to just walk off the movie. I mean, geez, I knew Uwe Ball was a horrible director, but to have all the actors just walk off the movie at the same time, that's pretty bad.
So the professor opens up the door that was just locked a second ago to find that the entire crew has been murdered. This gets the attention of the Agency of Paranormal Investigations, Bureau 713, filled with the most attractive people that GQ can afford.
There's no malfunction, sir.
Jesus Christ.
Hey look, it's that guy who consistently almost has a career.
Stephen Dorff?
Yes.
So Slater makes his way back to his old orphanage in the hopes of figuring out the secrets to his past and the fact that some of his old friends are disappearing.
It's happening again.
I need your help. I want to find the others.
I'll get their files. Come on.
So let's go back the way we just came.
Blocking at its best, folks.
I was recruited in the Bureau 713.
What, now we're back here? This movie jumps around more than a Mexican jumping bean on a grasshopper on a jackrabbit on a pogo stick. This movie sucks!
So he talks with an old pal to figure out if there's anything all the people who have been disappearing recently have in common.
I tracked down the three you asked me about.
Even though you are showing in 4, you moron.
Nothing much in common except they all grew up in the same orphanage.
Oh, is that all? Just the same orphanage? That's like saying, oh, they have nothing in common except for, like, that one huge thing they have in common.
So because this movie can't sit still for 2 seconds, he goes to yet another location, the museum where that archaeological hottie works.
Edward.
Oh, God, I missed you.
I thought you were dead, you asshole.
We love Edward. We love him so much. Oh, we hate Edward. We hate him with all our...
No, seriously, Critic, it just doesn't work unless you actually have the Gollum voice.
My precious.
No, honey, it's okay. Just call it off. So Aline analyzes the artifact and comes up with some baffling conclusions.
The thing is, they're all from different locations. Venezuela, Newfoundland, Alaska, and now this one's from Chile.
Burying them at the ends of the earth.
Yeah, but why? If you want someone to build a puzzle, why would you hide the pieces so far apart?
Because it's a puzzle, you dummy! It's supposed to be hard to solve!
Things look bad when suddenly the lights in the museum start flickering on and off, and it probably doesn't help that the security guard has just 2 days left before retirement.
Yeah, flickering lights. Uwe Boll is actually trying to scare us with flickering light. All that's missing is a guy on a microphone trying to make scary sound effects.
Look out for the flickering lights! Oh, there may be ghosts somewhere! Remember me as a brilliant security guard.
So Edward and Aileen see the beast and try their best to get away from it. Oh yeah, and trap yourself inside the building. Don't run out of the building or into the streets where someone can help you. This is much more sensible.
But thankfully, Steven Dorff and friends come in to try and save the day, and of course be an ignorant jackass as well.
Got a little soft since you left 713? Why are you still here?
I just got my ass chased around this goddamn museum by something I couldn't see. I want to know what 713 knows
You're
about
not
it.
713 in it. Okay? That information's classified. That means it's none of your fucking business.
What about the business of that little girl?
We've got this under control.
You're right, Burke. Maybe I have gotten soft. Just keep walking.
Is he trying to out Slater, Christian Slater?
So Edward goes to the old doctor friend he saw earlier to see if he's discovered anything about the Jesse Ventura guy.
What the hell was he trying to kill me?
This might have something to do with it. Never seen this kind of symbiosis before. This must be why his entire nervous system was compromised.
If by compromised you mean invincible!
The scanner's still giving a rating.
What?
Well, it appears you have one too. Oh, we got a cutscene. I'll tell you later. Bye.
So we see that Professor Guy apparently has been keeping some of these monsters for himself, taking their blood and injecting it into his own. What does this have to do with the story? Nothing. Uwe Boll is just a weird fuck.
That's good, MacGuffin.
The man who attacked me yesterday was...
Shut up!
Good lord, he can monologue about anything. I was on my way to get my prostate checked.
I suddenly realized I forgot to TiVo Lost.
Why the hell was I in Star Trek 6?
But his monologuing doesn't last long as he's interrupted by Aileen dropping by his place. Well, perhaps she's come to share some info or figure out why he lied about being dead, or... maybe she's just a whore.
But, I mean, what kind of woman acts like this? Just breaks into your home and starts making out with you. Granted, I wish more women acted like that, but this is really pushing it.
Maybe she left her keys inside his mouth and can only get it out with her tongue.
In fact, how come there's no narration here? Don't you think this would be an interesting spot to have a monologue?
I couldn't believe this chick. I mean, she just broke into my home and started doing me.
Maybe it's that new Axe body spray, or the fact that I started bathing again.
Why the hell was I in Star Trek 6?